So it looks like another name has been added to the ever-growing list of celebrities who have allegedly been tied to Diddy's freak-offs, because Jaguar Wright just named Gabrielleunion and Dwyanewade as some of Diddy's alleged freak-off partners, while Gabrielle and Dwyane have faced some drama in the past over Dwyane's infidelity, as well as all these allegations that Dwyane is on the down low and has had multiple boyfriends. Well, according to Jaguar Wright, not only is Dwyane on the DL, but he has also been one of Diddy's boyfriends and free partners. And get this, Jaguar is also claiming that the feds have videos of Dwyane getting bent over and getting clapped by Diddy, and Jaguar had a lot to say about that crazy affair. Alright y'all, let's really talk about this Gabrielleunion and Dwyanewade situation, because there's been a lot of chatter lately about this possible divorce, and we've all been wondering what's really going on. Well, buckle up, because the drama is piping hot. Word in the streets is that their marriage hit a rough patch, and the reason is that Dwyane might have been allegedly stepping out with other men. Well, Gabrielle was allegedly over it and tired of playing the role of his beard, even though she was allegedly involved in the action with Diddy and her husband, who was one of Diddy's alleged boyfriends. Well, now rumors of Dwyanewade cheating on Gabrielle are nothing new, because it goes way back to when they started dating. One of his numerous side pieces spilled the tea, even back then, saying, "I too have my situation with Dwyane, can't lie, he is great in bed, but I definitely would not take him seriously the way Gabrielle does. He leaps with and flies bees out all the time. They like to act like they are Michelle and Barack, when in reality, things are not what they seem." She continued, "Every time some type of gossip comes out, they have to make an appearance to show the media how real they are. He's involved with many girls, and that's to say the least, and everyone that deals with him knows this. Either Gabrielle knows this and doesn't care, or she is playing dumb, which I find hard to believe." Well, according to Jaguar Wright, Dwyane wasn't just stepping out on Gabrielle with women, because his shenanigans have also involved some secret rendezvous with men too, if you catch my drift. Well, Jaguar Wright's claims are pretty interesting, because there have been whispers about Dwyane living on the down low and have been floating around for a hot minute, but no one really gave him that much attention. I mean, the man was married before Gabby, so it kind of threw people off the scent. Plus, when he and Gabrielle briefly split, homeboy didn't waste any time fing a child with someone else, so folks didn't believe the rumors about him being gay until Jaguar pulled up with the facts. But according to Jaguar, those relationships with women might have been more about keeping up appearances than anything else. And I'm not saying that he didn't care about or love the woman he was involved with in his own way, but according to Jaguar, he wasn't really into them like we thought. According to Jaguar, protecting his DL secret was clearly his top priority. It's like he's been living a double life right under our very noses. But it's interesting that Jaguar brought this up, because fans have been noticing something pretty interesting about these two. Remember when they broke up and he had a breakup baby on her? Well, years later, Gabrielle spoke about how hurt she was by his actions, saying it should go without saying that we were not in a good place at the time that child was conceived, but we were doing much better when he finally told me about the pregnancy. To say I was devastated is to pick a word on a low shelf for convenience. There are people, strangers I will never meet, who have been upset that I have not previously talked about that drama. I have not had words, and even after untold amounts of therapy, I'm not sure I have them now, but the puzzle pieces are starting to fit together now, and fans are now putting two and two together like a Rubik's Cube, because people have always been side-eyeing how Gabrielle took Dwyane back after the whole break baby drama, but now there's a new theory floating around that might just explain it. Some folks are saying that Gabrielle initially dumped Dwyane when she found out that he might be on the down low, but then once the baby was born, Dwyane worked his charm and convinced her it was all a big misunderstanding, and that he was straight, allegedly. Well, the next thing we knew, sis was giving him a second chance at love. Let's not forget about how their quickie marriage happened right after they got back together. The streets are now saying that Dwyane was really eager to put a ring on it before Gabrielle could change her mind, and there's even talk that the baby wasn't as much of a surprise as it seemed, with people talking about how Dwyane might have planned it all to get her back. If this is true, though, it definitely worked, because Gabrielle took that ring and ended up getting married to him. But this is where things got even more suspicious. People have noticed that Dwyane and Gabrielle keep things really quiet when it comes to Xavier, the infamous break baby, because it's like he doesn't even exist to them now. Let's give Dwyane his flowers, though he's a great dad to his other 3 kids, and we've all seen the love and support he shows Zaya, especially through her journey as a trans teen woman. Well, Dwyane even went head-to-head with his ex-wife in court to make sure Zia could live in her truth, and we're going to get into this in a little bit. But when it comes to Xavier, it's crickets from him and Gabrielle. They ignore him so hard that sometimes fans forget that the boy even exists. And before anyone tries to come for Dwyane, saying he doesn't show Xavier love because of some kind of beef with the boy's mom, who is his baby mama, Let me stop you there because Dwyane and Xavier's mom were actually close friends for a long time before things got complicated, and they started sleeping together when he and Gabrielle took a break. Plus, we all know that Dwyane can't stand his first wife Siobhan Funches, yet he's still an amazing father to their 2 kids, but he doesn't like the mom excuse doesn't explain why he would ignore baby Xavier. But if Dwyane really did plan his baby as part of some strategic move to win Gabrielle back to prove he's straight, wouldn't it make perfect sense to pick a longtime friend as the baby mama? I mean, it sounds calculated, but it kind of checks out going by everything else we know about these two. So like I said, the streets are saying that Gabrielle might have had her doubts from the jump, but Dwyane worked some magic with the whole break baby situation and convinced her to give their relationship another go. For a while they were that couple, the poster children for Black love in Hollywood, 2 successful powerhouse celebrities madly in love. What could go wrong? Well, as it turns out, there was a lot that could go wrong. The internet really started giving them the side eye when Gabrielle dropped a little tea in an interview, casually mentioning that they split their bills 50-50. Yeah, straight down the middle. This hand shook though, because let's be real, that's not the kind of vibe you expect from a power couple who have serious though.
Just say I'm kind of household. In this household, we split up. But in the other households, each of us have to support. It puts this, there's always this like gorilla on your back that is like, you better work, you better work. You sleep in?
This situation really had fans feel in some type of way, especially when you consider Dwyane's much higher earnings compared to Gabrielle's. I mean, her net worth is impressive at around $40 million. But Dwyanewade is worth more than $170 million, which is 4 times her wealth, so it's no wonder fans were confused as to why they even had a 50-50 situation. To start with, like, sir, we know that she's not looking for a sugar daddy, but you could definitely cover more than half of the tab. But just when you thought that it couldn't get any messier, Dwyane talked about a situation in an interview which made her relationship seem less romantic and more like a business partnership. Apparently, this whole 50-50 arrangement wasn't his idea at all, it was Gabrielle's. But the reason, during a heated argument, Dwyane made a comment that rubbed her all the wrong types of a way and left her feeling unsafe financially, so she decided that she had to split everything down the middle.
Together. Because I think I said one time when we was in Miami, I said something about it being my house that I paid for. Wife looked at me, she was like, you will never say that to me again when it's something that we share. And so my wife was like, that when we moved to LA, I got half on it. You will never say my house again. Wow.
And y'all know how I said that the fans believed that he had a baby to convince her that he wasn't gay. Well, it turns out that Gabrielle still had her doubts because she went to great lengths to make sure that her money wasn't tied to him in the first place for the first couple of years of marriage. In an interview, she said the biggest difference between this and the last marriage will be a prenup and my insistence when you have your own stuff, you don't need to worry about anyone else's stuff, so everyone should go into the relationship knowing I'm here for you and you're here for me. And the reality is I'd never seen the Dwyane balance a checkbook, so I got to protect my stuff. It's the way with the future now. Getting a prop is generally a smart move, but it wasn't just Gabrielle's insistence on splitting bills that have people talking the whole vibe around how it played out, and everybody looking at the relationship like they was crazy. But as messy as that was, it's nothing compared to the shocking revelation that Jaguar Wright dropped about Dwyane. Says came through with some tea, claiming that Dwyane was living on the down low and regularly hosting wild gay pool parties right in his and Gabrielle's mansion.
Moved over to the Wade house.
Energy transfers.
And I'm not saying that because of their friends doing it. I'm saying that because of the artist that I just spoke to not that long ago that got invited to a party at their house. Everything was cool up front, so they went to the back and there was a bunch of old young boys back there, all ass naked in the Wade house. So I find it funny that Gabrielle sitting here talking how Bruce.
Oh, you know, Jaguar has always had some tea to spill and nobody's ever sewed her, so y'all better know that she's not capping. Her story just made fans more convinced that Dwyane might be on the down low. And it added more fuel to the fire. And a couple of months ago, the gossip blog Dwyane revealed that Dwyane had gotten caught in the company of another lady. The blog wrote Dwyane is very close to a woman not Gabrielle. He was spotted getting very close to her, spoke to her very intimately. While I was there for 2 hours, Gabrielle also has some interesting posts on her Instagram. When clarity, truth, and transparency are present, there's only room for evolution. Gabrielle just posted on her Snapchat a pic of her daughter. I do anything for her peace. They also said, somebody else messaging me, that Dwyane keeps posing with the kids and not with Gabrielle. Gabrielle been rumors since Dwyane was in the league he would have gay parties and trash high-end apartments. It's highly likely he groomed his son Dwyanewade 100% was at Diddy's parties, and everyone knows it. But honestly, I just want to know what y'all think about this. Do y'all think Dwyane was getting freaky with Diddy? Drop your thoughts in comments below and subscribe, and then check out this next video. And thanks for watching my video.